John Coker. I work as an academic support worker for the Learning Support Centre, and I've actually worked for them twice. Before I started work with the Learning Support Centre, I was an English teacher working abroad. I just love it because there's so much variety. I'm doing something worthwhile. I can do as much or as little as I want. And it's keeping my brain working. It gives me a real purpose. Every day is different.
Yeah.
But I know that what I'm doing is helping people who need help. You know, they want to be there, and I'm helping them move through their lives better than they would be able to do than without me. It's not straightforward. You need to be very flexible. So each student has different needs. Last week, for example, I was doing support during exams, and with some students, I would just sit there and working as a reader, I'd just read out the occasional word. Others, I would be doing all the typing for them and all the reading. So it varies, not just in terms of need, but also in subject. Really, as soon as I started, I think even during the training, I was on a training course before I actually started work. I was doing a training course on campus at the university in Birmingham. As part of the training, I fully realized how valuable I was going to be to students. We did an exercise guiding each other around the room, wearing masks, so we would know what it was like to be visually impaired, taking it in turns. And I thought, my God, this is just people who have difficulty and on level pegging with people who don't need support. And I'll be there to help them do that, because it does make a difference. We'll go into it with an open mind, because you don't know what you're going to be doing. I would also say, go to the campus, find your way around so you know where you're going. And there's nothing worse than turning up for a lecture late and walking in because you're not a student and you feel awkward. But I think the key attribute I think that you need to have is just the willingness to do absolutely anything. Well, I'm very committed, as I think I've probably indicated. I get a tremendous amount of satisfaction from what I do. You could only do this job if you were committed, because if you do it half-heartedly, it's not fair to the student, because they could be getting someone who is committed. The Learning Support Centre encourages that, really. They are very supportive in terms of training and in making work available as much or as little as you want. And there are regular get-togethers to make us feel like a team. So there's commitment across the scale there, really. Very nice people to work with. I mean, it's a bit like teaching in a way, because once you're in the classroom, you're on your own anyway.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I like being left to my own resources. But I do know with the Learning Support Centre that as a company and as a team, their objective is the same as mine, really. I think we work hand in glove with each other. We each depend on each other and work towards a common end, which is to the benefit, to the advantage of the students. So it's filling a niche which was not there, certainly when I was at school or at university. I enjoy working for the company tremendously. I would say this is one of the best jobs I've ever had. So I'm very pleased to be working with you.